proceed, Silenus, to procure my fall, and by the doom of death, end woes and all.
Merchant of Syracuse, plead no more. I am not partial to infringe on our laws. Again, if any Syracusian born come to the bay of Ephesus, he dies. His goods confiscate to the duke's dispose, unless 1,000 marks be levied to quit the penalty and ransom him. Thy substance, valued at the highest rate, does not amount unto 100 marks. Therefore, by law, thou art condemned to die.
Yet this my comfort, when your words are done, my woes end likewise with the evening sun.
Well, Syracusian, say in brief the cause why thou departest from thy native home, and for what cause thou camest to Ephesus.
A heavier task could not have been imposed than I do speak my griefs unspeakable. Yet, that the world may witness that my end was wrought by nature, not by vile offense, I'll utter what my sorrows give me reasons. In Syracuse was I born and wed, unto a woman happy but for me, and by me had not our hap been bad. With her I lived in joy. Our wealth increased by prosperous voyages I often made to Epidamnum, till my factor's death, and the great care of goods at random left, drew me from kind embracements of my spouse, from whom my absence was not 6 months old before herself, almost at fainting under the pleasing punishment that woman bare, had made provision for her following me, and soon and safe arrived where I was. There she had not been long, but she became the joyful mother of 2 goodly sons, and, which was strange, the one so like the other as could not be distinguished but by names. That very hour, and in the selfsame inn, a meaner woman was delivered of such a bird, male twins, both alike. Those, for their parents were exceeding poor, I bought, and brought up to attend my sons. My wife, not meanly proud of 2 such boys, made daily motion for our home return. Unwilling, I agreed. Alas, too soon we came aboard. A league from Epidamnum had we sailed, before the always wind-obeying deep gave any tragic instance of our harm. But longer did we not retain much hope, for what obscured light the heavens did grant, did but convey unto our fearful minds a doubtful warrant of immediate death. The sailors sought for safety by our boat, and left the ship, then sinking right to us. My wife, more careful for the latter born, had fastened him unto a small spare mast, such as seafaring men provide for storms. To him, one of the other twins was bound, whilst I had been like heedful of the other. The children thus disposed, my wife and I, fixing our eyes on whom our care was fixed, fastened ourselves to either end of the mast, gather the sequel by that which went before.
Nay, old man, do not break off so, for we may pity, though not pardon thee.
Oh, had the gods done so, I had not now worthily termed them merciless to us. We were encountered by a mighty rock, which, being violently borne upon, our helpful ship was splitted in the midst. So that, in this unjust divorce of us, fortune had left to both of us delight, but to delight in, what, to sorrow for. Her part, poor soul, seeming as burdened with lesser weight, but not with lesser woe, was carried with more speed before the wind. At length, another ship had seized on us, and therefore homeward did they bend their course. Thus have you heard me severed from my bliss.
For the sake of them, and thou sorrowest for, do me the favor to dilate at full. What has befallen of them and thee till now?
My youngest boy, and yet my eldest care, at 18 years became inquisitive after his brother, and importuned me that his attendant, so his case was like, reft of his brother, but retained his name, might bear him company in the quest of him. 5 summers have I spent in furthest Greece, roaming clean through the bounds of Asia, and, coasting homeward, come to Ephesus, helpless to find, yet loath to leave unsought, or that, or any place that harbors men. Yet here must end the story of my life, and happy were I in my timely death, could all my travels warrant me they live.
cause, my soul would sue as advocate for thee. Yet I will favor thee what I can. Therefore, merchant, I will limit thee to this day, to seek thy life by beneficial help. Try all the friends thou hast in Ephesus, beg thou, or borrow, to make up the sum, and live, and if no, thou art doomed to die. Jailer, take him to thy custody!